Hello, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a nice day. Today, we're going to be talking about the new Titan 250D, the C130, basically, that they added. And we're going to be talking about some pros and cons and if it's worth buying. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. So, first off, when it comes to the hangar space, it's a large aircraft. So, if you guys want to showcase it on the floor, you guys are going to have to make a bit of space. So, yeah, just letting you guys know. And for the customization, it's okay. It has the essentials like armor, handling, countermeasures, stuff like that. Just your typical performance upgrades, and the customization is okay. It's just painting it your favorite color, and the liveries are all right. Nothing too great, but it's better than the Iron Mule in my opinion. They look way better. So yeah, the good thing is that you guys don't have to buy the weapons. It's like the B11 and the Raiju in that aspect, where you guys don't have to buy the weapons. They come included with the aircraft, so that's great. It's not like the Rogue where you have to buy everything individually, so that's a big W. So yeah, now let's get into the armor test. So first off, let's start with the RPG here. It takes 12 RPGs to fully blow up, but it takes 10 to disable. So when it hits 10, if you're on the floor, it'll kick you out of the plane, and if you're basically in the air, it'll just basically mean that the plane is dead and you have to start gliding down. Same thing with the homing rockets, takes 12 to blow up and then 10 to disable, same scenario. So yeah, I thought the homing would do more damage, but no, it does the same as the RPG, so the same thing as the Iron Mule. So yeah, now this is where it's gonna get like really impressive. So the explosive round test, it takes 21 to disable, but it takes 35 to fully blow up. So if you guys are gonna shoot this down with explosive rounds, you guys are basically gonna have to shoot your entire ammo reserve and basically not miss, cause it won't get blown up. So yeah, it's very, very resistant to explosive rounds. So yeah, but just keep in mind that if it gets shot like at least a few times, so maybe like 6, 7 times, the aircraft over time will start smoking and it'll die out over time, just like any other aircraft. But yeah, now we have the railgun test. Now when it comes to the railgun test, it takes 17 to disable, but 25 to fully blow up. So even if somebody hits you 20 times with all 20 rounds, they will have to buy more ammo and then just keep shooting you until you fully die. So yeah, basically again, very, very resistant to explosive type ammo like this, but the same scenario will happen where if they hit you multiple times, the aircraft will slowly die. But yeah, it's pretty impressive though. I like the armor. I'm kind of glad we don't have a shitty aircraft when it comes to big aircraft, because the other aircraft like Bambushka, Volto, Alcanos, they all suck from armor. So yeah, and here I kept shooting the tail, seeing if it would come off, and it looks like they fixed that. I fired all 10 homing rockets at the tail, and it never came off. But now I'm going to show you guys one good counter towards the Titan 250D, and that is the anti-aircraft trailer with the flat cannons. It takes one shot, only one, to fully disable the aircraft, and then another one to finish it off. So if you guys want to get rid of this thing, just take the anti-aircraft trailer, go off radar, and put it on top of a building. Then when you appear back on radar, they'll get in range, and you can just fully disable it with one shot. And keep in mind, this thing can fire 2 shots in quick succession. So you can one burst this thing out of the sky just like that. It is so good. That's really one good counter. So yeah, especially if you're a solo player, definitely try it out. But basically, a test that we did right here is that we shot the Titan once with like a railgun shot, and we also did one with like a homing rocket and see how long we would last. And we did this for like 7 minutes or 8 minutes, and it never started struggling or stuttering or smoking or anything. It just kept going. So it's gonna take more than one shot to fully get you out of the sky. You're gonna have to hit this thing like at least like maybe 4, 5, 6 times to at least get it out of the sky. So yeah, if you get shot once, you don't have to worry about it for a very quick minute. Again, we got shot once by a homing rocket and one by a railgun, and 7+ minutes later, this thing was just going strong and no struggles whatsoever. Now, another thing I would like to talk about is the weapons on this aircraft. They are amazing, all 3 of them. Some more than others, of course, like the 105mm. This thing is amazing against players on the ground. And I mean like actual, like them on the ground, like actual on their feet, not like in vehicles. So if you see somebody on the ground and they're firing railgun shots at you or like explosive rounds at you or homing launchers, use the 105mm because it's the only one that can actually one shot, has a big radius, and it doesn't ragdoll the enemy. So yeah, look on the mini map. Make sure you know where they are because you won't see them on the actual like camera because the render distance in this game is absolute ass. So yeah, look on the mini map. Make sure you know where they are, and then fire in that direction. So yeah, the 40 millimeter and 25 millimeter would just ragdoll them and just won't one shot them. It'll just make it harder to kill them. So yeah, just stay at a distance and use the 105 because it also has the most range. So yeah, definitely fire the 105 for people on the ground. Now, when it comes to armor vehicles, on the other hand, like the Night Shark, Imani Tech vehicles, stuff like that, you definitely want to use like the 25 millimeter and the 40 millimeter just because they do a lot more damage faster. You can just spread out the damage and basically just hit them faster with it because the 105 just it does a lot of damage, but you can dish out a lot more due to the fire rate. So yeah, it's better for vehicles, the other two cannons are. Now, one thing I would like to mention is how to properly fly the plane when it comes to actually being in combat. You definitely want to keep a very big distance and kill enemies with the 105 shot if they're on foot. And always keep the aircraft like level, just like the older Call of Duty games back when you got the AC-130. Yeah, just use it like that. Basically, just keep the aircraft leveled and then just keep it at a distance and just fire the 105 shots at enemies on the ground. Now, when it comes to the actual armor vehicles, you obviously want to be closer because you have to use the other two cannons that don't have that much range compared to the 105. So, yeah, you definitely still want to keep the aircraft leveled, but obviously you want to be a bit closer. But yeah, you guys basically have to use this aircraft like if you were using the AC-130 from Call of Duty like way back in the day. But instead of like being actually like on your screen, on the this time you have to have them on your minimap because the render distance in this game is terrible. So yeah, your minimap will be basically your indicator of where the enemy is, unless they go off the radar, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it for how to use this aircraft. It's pretty simple. I wouldn't recommend using this aircraft if you have just yourself, just a solo player. Definitely don't buy it. But if you guys have like at least one friend or two, I would recommend using this aircraft with 3 people, by the way, you and 2 others. So yeah, so that way you can use the aircraft and then you can use the 40 millimeter, but then the other one, if you have another player, could go between 105 and 25. So yeah, and if you have 3 friends, then you don't even have to worry about actually, using the 40 millimeter. You can just have your other 2 friends handle the guns themselves. So yeah, now when it comes to the performance test, as you guys saw earlier with the Titan, it just completely destroys it. So it's not even close. Obviously, the Titan has been in the game since launch. It cannot be upgraded. It's a Pegasus vehicle. So yeah, this thing beats it easily. It's just way better than the Titan in every way. Now, when it comes to other big planes, the performance is actually still pretty good. It's basically neck and neck with the Alconauts like all the time. But when it comes to the other gunship, the Avenger, it's just way faster. The Avenger's just way, way faster. And the fact that it can just go VTOL and it can just, have the cannons looking everywhere, it's very, very dangerous gunship. But, it serves 2 different roles. So, yeah, overall, for a gunship, it's pretty fast for what it is. And I kind of like that. So, pretty good performance. Now, overall, what do I think of this plane with pros, cons, and everything? I think this plane is a lot of fun. And if you guys have at least one friend, you should buy it. If it's not very good for solo, because all you have is a 40 millimeter, and you'd be better off basically in a fighter jet. So, yeah, if you're a solo player, get yourself a fighter jet and just avoid this plane. But if you have at least one friend that still plays this game 11 years later, get it. It is so good. And you guys don't even need 2 friends. You just need one. Like, if you just get one that just at least knows how to aim or fly, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this aircraft. It is so much fun. And honestly, it's pretty good. I just like it. You're gonna get shot down a lot just because you basically need to get used to the aircraft and the way it feels. Also, another thing you guys might want to do is, now that I'm seeing it right here on screen, is if you're done using something when it comes to weapons, always reload it before switching to another weapon. So just before you switch the camera, just press the reload button because that way the gun is actually reloading while you're using another weapon. So definitely reload your guns all the time. You're done with it, just reload it immediately and then switch cameras. So yeah, just a few tips here and there, but definitely if you're a solo player, don't buy it. Just buy a fighter jet instead. But if you are, like 2 friends or 3 friends playing together, definitely buy it. It's a lot of fun and it's a good time. So yeah, that's basically my review for the Titan. Overall, very fun aircraft. I'm glad it was added to the game. I genuinely cannot shit on it. It's just a lot of fun and it is a very cool aircraft, and I'm glad that we actually have an actual big aircraft other than the Avenger that actually doesn't suck. So, yeah, if I definitely see my friends online or something, I'll definitely fly this thing with them and just have a lot of fun with them. I would suggest you guys do the same. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later with the next video or live stream coming whenever. Bye bye.